Hello dear students of the 6th elementary grade and welcome to a new episode of our program. It's time for mathematics, and on this episode we'll be discussing and explaining the first lesson of your math book, The Ratio, with our teacher of mathematics, Mr. Ahmed Salah, expert of mathematics at the Ministry of Education. Let me first welcome him. Hello Mr. Ahmed.
Hello,
and welcome
Mr.
to the program.
Hello.
So this episode is going to be for language schools. We'll be back after this break, so stay with us. Welcome back, dear students of the 6th elementary grade. Let me remind you that on this episode we'll be discussing the first lesson of mathematics, the ratio, with our teacher of mathematics, Mr. Ahmed Salah. Welcome again, Mr. Ahmed.
Welcome again, Mr. Yasser.
This first lesson, I guess, is very interesting for everybody. Let us first explain what is meant by the ratio.
Yes, ratio is a very important issue. It's the first lesson of our curriculum this term. Our curriculum this term, Mr. Yasser, talking about ratio and its application. Yeah, chapter 1 and chapter 2 talking about the same issue, ratio.
The same issue, ratio.
Yeah, ratio is a very important subject. It's okay. First of all, we have to know the meaning of ratio. The meaning of ratio is comparing between two quantities from the same type and the same unit.
Yeah.
Again,
between two quantities.
Yes, comparing between two numbers, and in general form we can say comparing between two quantities from the same type and the same unit.
Yeah, this is very important.
Yes, from the same type and the same type. We can't make a compare between two different units. We can't make a comparison between two different types of things. Yeah, if we compare between kilometer, centimeter, centimeter. If you have two different units,
they have to be of the same type.
Yes, so it's very important to know a ratio is a comparing between two types from the same type and the same unit. We can say it by another way. A ratio is a comparing between two similar quantities from the same type and the same unit. That's okay.
All right.
Yeah.
So, this is really a very interesting topic, I'm sure. Let me just tell you that we are starting the first lesson of your book of math, The Ratio. So this is our first episode on this subject, mathematics, but we'll be trying as much as we can to handle this subject before the end of the term as much as possible. All right, so Mr. Let us now talk about more details.
Okay, if we have Mr. Yasser, two numbers, any two numbers like 16 to 8, we make a comparing between them. The main questions of this issue: simplify or put the following ratio in its simplest form. Just simplify this ratio. Yeah, 16 and 8. What is the common factor between them? Yes, 16 and 8. We can divide them by 2. Yes, 16 divisible by 2 and 8 divisible by 2. 2 is a common factor between 16 and 8. Yeah, we can divide 16 by 2 equals 8, and we can divide 8 by 2 equals 4. We can divide by 2 again. Yes, 8 divide 2 equals 4, and 4 over 2 divide 2 equals 2. Finally, you can divide by the same number 2, yes, to get 2 to 1. This is the simplest form of this ratio. We have but 16 to 8 in its simplest form. We make a comparing between the two numbers from the same type and the same unit.
Where do we stop?
Yes, to get the simplest form.
Yeah.
When we get the simplest form, we have to stop.
What do you mean by the simplest form?
Yes, there is no common factor between 2 and 1.
Yeah.
There is no number. We can divide 2 and 1 by it. It's the simplest form. We can do this example by another way. 16 to 8. We can divide by 8 in direct way. Yeah.
So let us say that the bigger the numbers, the more steps, right? The bigger the numbers, The more steps, am I right?
It's okay.
The bigger the numbers, the more steps.
Yeah. We can do it by another way. 16 to 8, we can divide by 8 in direct way, in just one step to get the final result.
Yeah.
16 divided 8 equals 2, and 8 divided 8 equals 1. That's the simplest form of our ratio. We call this number the first term of the ratio. 2 to 1, we call the first number the first term of the ratio, or the antecedent of the ratio.
The antecedent.
Yes.
The one that comes before.
Yes. If we have, we can express the ratio by this way. 2 to 3. If we have a ratio by this form, 2 to 3, we call the numerator, the antecedent, or the first term of the ratio. And we call the denominator the consequent of the ratio. It's a very important point. We have 2 is the first term of the ratio, and 3 is the second term of the ratio. We call this the first term antecedent of the ratio, and the second one the consequent of the ratio. And we can write this ratio by this way, 2 to 3.
So
they are the same.
The one that comes first.
Yeah.
The consequent, the one that comes next.
Yes. Okay. We can express the ratio by two different forms. 2 over 3 as a fraction, as a normal fraction, and we can express it by this way, 2 to 3.
Yeah.
This sign between them, we read it 2. 2 to 3, or 2 over 3.
This is
and as
optional.
we said, yes, it's okay. And it's a very important point. As we said before, 2 is the antecedent of the ratio, or the first term of the ratio. 3 is the consequent of the ratio, or the second term of the ratio.
Yeah.
Yes. After that, we can find another exercises. Yes. We have an example.
I'm sure that these exercises have different ideas.
Yeah. Yes, we have different idea. If we have two different numbers from different units, what should we do? If we have a decimal number or different forms of numbers, we have different numbers like a decimal number and a fraction number, a mixed number and a fraction number. What should we do? We have several ideas about this issue. It's very important.
Let me just remind everybody that we're with you on air, and you could phone us if you have any questions. Do phone us on our phone number 5756-187. This number will be appearing on the screen from time to time. 5756-187. This is our phone number. Call us now if you have any questions. Okay, let's carry on.
Yes, the first idea, the direct idea, both in its simplest form. We have another one, 20 to 15. How we can get this ratio in its simplest form? What is the common factor between 20 and 15? What is the common factor between them? 20 divisible by 5 and 15 divisible by 5. So the first step, we can divide by 5. 20 divided 5 equals 4, and 15 divided 5 equals 3. There is no factors between them. So we get the final step. We get the simplest form of our ratio. That's okay?
Yeah.
We have another idea. If we have a decimal number like that, 2.4. We have 1.2 and 2.4.
This is called a decimal number.
A decimal number. How we can find the simplest form? How we can put this form in its simplest form? Yes, we have to cancel the decimal number.
Yeah.
Yes, study the numbers first. We have 1.2, the decimal point after one digit from the right direction, and the second number, or the second term of the ratio, the decimal point has a decimal point after one digit from the right direction. So we can multiply them by 10. Why we multiply them by 10? To cancel the decimal point. 1.2 by 10, the result will be 12. Excellent. 2.4 by 10, the result will be 24. So we canceled the decimal point to get the first idea. We have now 12 to 24.
Yeah.
By the same way, we have to ask ourselves a very important question. What is the common factor between them? Yes, we can divide them by 2. We can divide them by 4. We can divide them by 6. We can divide them by 12.
Yeah.
It's okay. It's up to you. You can divide the two numbers, 12 and 24, by any number you want. It doesn't matter the steps, the number of steps, but you have to put them in its simplest form.
But what is the best form to divide with here?
Yes, the highest common factor between them.
12?
What is the yes, excellent, very good. The highest common factor between them is a 12. Yeah, so we can divide by 12 in direct way, as you said. 12 divided 12 equals 1, and 24 divided 12 equals 2. So we get now.
This is the simplest form.
Yes, it's a simplest form. We can do this exercise by more than one step, as we said, as we explained before. We have 12 again to 24.
Yeah.
We can divide by 2. 6 to 12. We can divide by 2 again. So easy for our students. Yes. 3 to what? To 6. We can divide by 3. Finally, we get the same results. 1 to 2.
But sometimes
whatever
we
have
more than 2 numbers, or let us say 2 terms. Sometimes you have more than 2.
Yeah, what?
Like a number to a number to another number.
Yes. This point we will start it in another in the third lesson.
Yeah.
How we can make a simplify or a comparison between 3 numbers. Yes. But now we are going to start this just 2 numbers. Yes. In different forms. Decimal form, fractional form, mixed form. It's a very important point.
Yeah.
What about if we have 2 fractions? What should we do? We have 1 over 2, 2, 1 over 5, and the same question, but the following in its simplest form. Yes. We have 2 ideas, or we have 2 different ways for solving this example. We can make what is the common factor between them? It's okay. The common factor between them, or the highest common factor between them, we have to make the denominators are the same by using HCF, highest common factor. The highest common factor between them equals 10. So we can 2, 10. We change the denominator. 2 becomes 10 multiplied by 5. So we have to multiply this number by 5. Yes. 5 becomes 10. 2. We can multiply them by 10 to get 5 to 2. The first step, if we have 2 different fractions with different denominators, we have to convert the denominators to be the same.
Yeah.
We have 1 over 2 to 1 over 5. 1
All right,
over
we've
2,
got a
yes.
phone call. We've got a phone call. Abdurrahman.
السلام عليكم.
عليكم السلام.
حضرتك أنا عندي مسألة في الريشيو.
اوكي اتفضل.
لو عندنا سكوير its perimeter 2.4 meter.
Square, its perimeter
2.4 meter.
2.4
meter.
meters.
And a rectangle its length exceeds 10 cm.
And a rectangular
10 cm.
rectangular it's
10 cm.
What? Again, please.
Again the number?
10 cm.
The length or the width, يا عبد الرحمن?
Its length?
هو length of a square.
Could you please raise your voice? ممكن تعلي صوتك؟
الويدث بتاع الريكتانجل 24.
الويدث 24.
24.
Okay.
Find the ratio between the area of the square and the area of the rectangle.
All right.
Again, please يا عبد الرحمن.
Repeat it once again, عبد الرحمن.
كويس يعني بالراحة كده ويقرا لي الأرقام كويس. البريمتر بتاع السكوير 2.4 سنتيمتر.
2.4 متر.
2.4 meter. Excellent. Yeah. اللينث بتاع الريكتانجل
10 سم.
length equals 10. Yeah. والwidth
ثانية 24.
24. Yes. Find the ratio between what and what, huh?
والاريا، هو عايز الاريا.
Ratio between the area of the square and the area of a rectangle.
نعم.
The ratio between the area of a square and the area of a rectangle. Yes. طيب. عبد الرحمن خليك معايا. Do you remember how we can find the area of a square?
الاريا of square.
Yeah, we have a very important rule. Do you remember that rule?
مش سامع حضرتك كويس.
انت فاكر الرول اللي احنا بنستخدمه عشان نجيب الاريا بتاعه السكوير؟
the side times the side.
Excellent. Very good. We have a very important rule. Side times side. Excellent يا عبد الرحمن. طيب تقدر بقى تقول لي الاريا of a rectangle? We have a very important rule.
الاريا of rectangle equal length times width.
Excellent. Very good. انت ممتاز يا عبد الرحمن. يبقى we have two rules. We have the perimeter of a square. Do you remember how we can find the perimeter of the square يا عبد الرحمن؟ عبد الرحمن انت لسه معايا؟ طيب عبد الرحمن واضح ان هو ولد شاطر جدا والاكزامبل بتاعه جميل جدا وهو كمان.
تفتكر حضرتك يعني ايه الصعوبة اللي فيه؟
اتس اوكي. هو دايما بننسى ان الرولز اللي عندي. How we can find the perimeter of the square, how we can find the area of a square, and how we can find the area of a rectangle. هو هنا مديني ال perimeter of a square. دايما ولادنا متعودين ان هو لازم يديله السايد length of the square عشان يقدر يجيب الايه الاريا بتاعته. لا المره دي هو مديله ال perimeter of a square. طيب ومديله ال perimeter بتاع السكوير بالمتر. طيب يبقى الفيرست ستيب هنا لازم يا عبد الرحمن لازم نحول نعمل converting from meter to centimeter. Yes. We have the perimeter of the square. Yes. Equals 2.4 meters. How we can convert? When we convert from meter to centimeter, what is the relation between them? Yes. How many centimeters are there in 1 meter? Excellent. 100 centimeter. So we have to multiply 2.4 by 100. Why? To convert from meter to centimeter. It's a very important step. We have the perimeter of the square in meters. But we have the two dimensions of a rectangle by centimeter. If you remember the ratio comparing between two quantities from the same type and the same unit as we said before. Yeah. So we have to change the unit to be the same.
Yeah.
So what is the relation between meter and centimeter? How we can convert between two different units? Yes, there are 100 centimeter in each meter. So we have to multiply 2.4 by what? By 100 to get what? To get 240. Now we have the perimeter of the square. It's a very important step.
Yeah.
How we can deduce the side length of this? How we can find the area? The ratio, we want to find the ratio between the area of the square and the area of the rectangle. We have the perimeter of the square. We don't have the area of the square. How we can find? How we can make this? How we can solve this riddle? Yes. What is the relation between the perimeter of a square and the side of the square? Or by another way, how we can find the perimeter of the square? Excellent. عبد الرحمن سامعني واكيد بيجاوب. perimeter of the square لأن هو فاكر كل الرولز كويس قوي. هيقول لي perimeter of the square side by 4. But we have the perimeter. How we can deduce the side? Excellent. We have to do the opposite operation. Perimeter of the square equals side times 4. How we can find the side length of the square? Excellent. We have to divide the perimeter by 4. We have, after converting, yes, the unit, we have the perimeter of the square 240. It's so easy to get the side length of the square. The side length of the square equals perimeter divide 4, as we said. We have 240 divide 4, so the 60 centimeter. 240 divide 4 equals what? Equals 60. Again, Why we divide 240 by 4? Yes, because we have a very important rule, the perimeter of the square side by itself. But in our example, we have the perimeter of the square, so we have to divide the perimeter of the square by 4 to get the side length of the square. Why we have to get the side length of the square? To find easily, yes, the area of the square. Area of the square زي ما عبد الرحمن قال side by itself. معانا دلوقتي the side length of the square. تمام. يبقى ال area of the square equals what? Side by side. As عبد الرحمن said. Side by side 60 times 60 3600 centimeter square. We have now, yes, 3,600 centimeter square, the area of a square. Excellent. What about the area of a rectangle? Yes, we have the two dimensions of the rectangle. عبد الرحمن قال لنا اللينث بتاع الريكتانجل 10 centimeter والwidth equal 24 centimeter. So we can easily find the area of a rectangle. We have area of a rectangle, length by width. We have the length 10 centimeter and the width 24. We have now 240, yes, centimeter square, the area of a rectangle. So Al Abdurrahman, find the ratio between the area of a square and the area of a rectangle. We have the two areas. Now, the area of the square 3,600 centimeter square and the area of a rectangle 240 centimeter. Again, it's a very important example. عبد الرحمن ما شاء الله عليه شاطر. الاكزامبل ده مهم جدا. هو مديني البريمتر بتاع الايه بتاع السكوير. It's okay.
All right, we've got another phone call. Mariam.
It's okay بس احنا عندنا الخطوة الأخيرة. اوكي هناخد مكالمة مريم بس هنعمل الريشيو.
اوكي.
It's okay.
مريم.
الو.
ايوه.
اهلا مريم.
ايوه انا عايزة اعرف سؤال اللي هو اللي انت حضرتك شرحته دلوقتي. ينفع تعيده تاني؟
سؤال عبد الرحمن.
طيب حاضر.
هنعيده تاني يا مريم. أسئلة عندك أي أسئلة تانية؟
لا شكرا.
اوكي
طيب.
شكرا لك يا مريم وعلى متابعتك لينا.
طيب اوكي
نعيده تاني نكمل بس الخطوه الاخيره.
مهم جدا. الخطوه الاخيره هنعمل الريشيو زي ما عبد الرحمن طلب. We have the area of a square 3,600 centimeter square and we have the area of a rectangle 240. Yes, we have two zeros. We can divide by 10. It's okay to get 360 to 24. By the same way, we can divide by 2. Yes, 180 to 12. We can divide by 2 again to 90 to 6. We can divide by what? By 2 again. Yes, 45 to 3. Finally, you can divide by 3. Excellent. To get what? To get 15 to 1. 15 to 1.
All right. So
it's okay. هنكتبها تاني عشان يبقى واضح. عندي آخر خطوة 45 to 3. We divide by 3 to get what? 15 to 1. طيب عشان خاطر مريم يا مستر ياسر بعد اذنك هنعيد الكلام ده تاني.
All right, let us check it out once again. And could you please tell us first the main example itself and the requirement?
Yes, we have a square and a rectangle.
A square and a rectangle.
Yes, but we have the perimeter of the square in meter.
Yeah.
The perimeter of a square 2.4 meter. As Abdurrahman said.
Write this down?
Yes, the perimeter, given again, we have a square, we can draw it. Perimeter of the square 2.4 meter. And we have a rectangle, the two dimensions of a rectangle, 10 centimeter and 24 centimeter. It's okay. The main question of this example, Mr. Yasser, find the ratio between the area of the square and the area of a rectangle. Yes. عبد الرحمن شاطر جدا وفكرنا بالرولز المهمة اللي احنا استخدمناها. طب ازاي احنا بنجيب؟ How we can find the area of a square على side by itself. طب احنا عندنا السايد يا مريم؟ لا ما عندناش السايد. طيب هنقدر نجيب السايد ازاي من البريمتر؟ أول حاجة حضرتك قلتها مهمة إن 2.4 meters meters or centimeters to different units, we have to make them the same. We have to change from the biggest unit of the bigger unit to the smaller one. Meter to centimeter. يبقى في الأول يا مريم لازم نحول البريمتر اللي عندي بتاع السكوير بالسنتيمتر. طيب يبقى هنحول من متر لسنتيمتر. how many centimeter are there in 1 meter 100 excellent كويس قوي يبقى 2.4 متر هنضربها 2.4 meters times 100 عشان نخليها بالسنتيمتر تمام يبقى الفيرست ستيب it's a very important step هقولها تاني عشان مريم تركز معايا 2.4 meters by 100 to convert from meter to centimeter. We have now the perimeter of the square in centimeter, 240. Yes. How we can find the perimeter of the square? Excellent. Side by 4. Side by 4. The perimeter of any square, excellent, huh? Side by 4. How we can deduce the side? We have the perimeter and we have to find the side length. Yeah. Excellent. We have to do the opposite operation. احنا عندنا البريمتر بيساوي السايد تايم 4. طب احنا عايزين نستنتج السايد. Excellent. يبقى لازم نعمل البريمتر ديفايد 4. طب البريمتر بعد ما حولناه بقى كام؟ 240. يبقى هنعمله ديفايد 4. يبقى السايد مريم معانا اكيد 240 ديفايد 4. كام؟ You can use your calculator to get the result. It's so easy. 60 centimeter. Yes. We have now 60 centimeters the side length of the square. It's so easy now to use the rule side by itself زي ما عبد الرحمن قال لنا side by itself to get the area of the square. The area of the square side by itself 60 area equals 60 times 60 yes 3600 3600 centimeters square and we can find by using the rule زي ما عبد الرحمن قال برضو how we can find the area يا مريم of the rectangle excellent length by width area of rectangle equals length by width length equal 10 والwidth equals what 24 excellent يبقى 240 سنتيمتر سكوير دلوقتي بقى عندنا ايه خلاص المسألة كده خلصت ازاي بقى بهي لها خطوة واحدة بس عندنا الاريا اوف سكوير جبناه استنتجنا السايد من البريمتر وبعدين جبنا الاريا اوف سكوير وكمان جبنا الاريا اوف ريكتانجل طب السؤال بتاع عبد الرحمن كان بيقول ايه find the ratio between the area of a square and the area of a rectangle يبقى هقول له 3600 3600 to 240 the area of a square and the area of a rectangle just simplify as we said before مجرد ان احنا هنحطها في السمبلز فورم طب انا عندي 0 0 you can divide by ايه by 10 يبقى 360 to 24 we can divide up to you براحتك تقدر تستخدم الكالكوليتر بتاعتك عشان توصلنا في الاخر للريشيو اللي احنا قلناها ممكن نعملها من الاول it's okay 180 divide to 180 12 divide to again 90 to 6 divide to again 45 to 3 divide 3 finally to get 15 to 1 يبقى هنا يا مريم قدرنا نجيب الريشيو between the area of a square and the area of a rectangle يبقى لازم نقرا الجيفن بتاعتي كويس جدا ده حاجه مهمه جدا نعرف الجيفن بتاعتي هو مديني ايه مديني السايد لينث اوف سكوير ولا مديني البريمتر اوف سكوير ولازم ناخد اللي بالنا مستر ياسر بين اليونتس اليونتس we have in this example we have two different units so we have to convert them to be the same
all right so I hope now that Abdurrahman and Mariam have understood this solution very well and we're still with you and waiting for your phone calls on our phone number 25756-187 25756-187 this is our phone number do call us if you've got any questions and now let us have a little break and we'll be right back. We're back and we're still discussing this lesson, the ratio, and still waiting for your phone calls on our phone number 25756-187. And now, Mr. Ahmed, can we have more ideas?
Yes, we have several ideas about this lesson. It's a very important topic. We studied today. Yes.
What about this? If I have this question,
okay.
It says simplify 3.5 to 0.5.
3.5 to
0.5.
0.5. Again, we have a very important idea. Yes. We have two decimal. We have two decimal numbers. Excellent. We have to remove the decimal number. We have to cancel this decimal numbers. It's okay. يبقى انت عندك دلوقتي مشكلة بسيطة في decimal numbers مش هنعرف نتعامل معاهم من غير ما نشيل الديسيمال numbers. طيب نعمل ايه بقى عشان نشيل الديسيمال numbers؟ It's okay. Study your numbers very carefully. 3.5, the decimal digit after one, the decimal point after one digit from the right direction. Yeah. The second number, the decimal point after one digit. Excellent. Very good. We have to multiply them by 10. Why 10? To cancel the decimal point. It's okay. Very important point. We have 3.5, the decimal point after one digit from the right direction. 0.5, the decimal points after one digit. Yes. So we have to multiply them by 10 to cancel this decimal point. 3.5 by 10, the result will be 35. 0.5 by 10, the result will be 5. That's so easy now. Excellent. 35 divisible by 5. Yes. 5 divisible by itself. We can divide them by 5 to get 7 to 1. Excellent. We have now the simplest form.
Yeah.
It's a very important point if we have two decimal numbers. Very important. We have now
Let
some
us have
students.
another idea.
Yeah, it's okay. What about if we have two comparing between two numbers, the decimal point in one of them after two digits?
Yeah.
And the decimal point and the other number after one digit.
Yeah,
it's
give
okay.
us an example.
That's okay. What about if we have 2.35 to 0.5? It's a very important. The first number, the decimal point after two digits, but in the second one, the decimal point after one digit. It's okay. We have to put 0 here and multiply by what? Very good. Multiply by 100. Why multiply by 100? To cancel the decimal point. It's a very important point, my dear students. 0.35 by 100, yes, 35. 0.50 by 100, yes, 50. But the same way, we can divide them by what? By 5. 35 divided 5 equals 7. And 50 divided 5 equals 10. There is no common factor between them, so we get the simplest form. It's a very important point. If we have a decimal point, we have to cancel the decimal point and complete our example or our problem in the normal way. Okay?
Yeah. Can I have another example?
It's okay?
Okay. 2, 1 over 2.
Very good. 2.5.
Yeah.
2.
2, 1. 1 over 4.
1 over 4. Very important idea. We have a very important idea how we can simplify this type of problems. We have a mixed number, two mixed numbers. How we can simplify them? Excellent. Yeah. We have two different ways. We can use two different ways for solving this example. The first idea, we can convert the decimal number or the mixed number into decimal number. 2.5, yes, 2.5. 1 and 1 over 4, 1.25. تاني just change the type. 2.5, 2.5. Half is a famous fraction. Half equals 0.5. And a quarter, a famous fraction. Quarter equals 0.25. We can multiply them by what? By 100. Why? Because we have a decimal point after one digit and a decimal point after two digits. Excellent. We have to put 0 here and multiply them by 100. 250 to 125. We can divide by 5 to get 50 to 5. We can divide by 25 to get 2 to 1. The first way we can use, we can convert the mixed numbers to be a decimal numbers and solve our problem by the same way. Cancel the decimal point, yes, and simplify it in easy way. But what about the second way? Yes, we have another way, 1 and 2.5 to 1 and 1 over 4. Yes, we have to convert the mixed number into to be a proper fraction. Sorry, improper fraction. Yeah, 2 times 2 plus 1. Again, how we can convert a mixed number to be an improper fraction? Yes, 2 times 2 plus 1. Yes, 2 times 2 equals 4, plus 1 equals 5 over 2. 1 times 4 equals 4, plus 1 equals 5 over 4. We can make a cross multiply as we explained before. 5 times 4 equals 20. 2 times 5 equals 10. Again, it's a very important. The first step, we convert the mixed number to be an improper fraction. How? Just multiply the whole number by the denominator and add the numerator. Again, 2 times 2 plus 1. 2 times 2 equals 4, plus 1 equals 5. 5 over 2, yes. 2 and a half equals 5 over 2. But the same way, 1 by 4 plus 1. 1 by 4 plus 1. 1 by 4 equals 4, plus 1 equals 5. 5 over 4. Yes, we have now 5 over 2, improper fraction, and 5 over 4. Just to make a cross multiply. 5 times 4 equals 20. 2 times 5 equals 10. It's so easy now. Just excellent. Just divide by 10. 20 divide 10 equals 2. And 10 divide 10 equals 1. Yes, we can solve, write it again. The final step, we have 5 over 2 to 5 over what? Or 5 over 4. Just to make a cross multiply. Cross. Yes. 5 times 4 equals 20. 2 times 5 equals 10. So easy now to get the simplest form. Yes. We can divide by the smallest one. 10. 20 divide 10 equal 2. And 10 divide 10 equal 1. We have now the simplest form for this example. We can again use two different ways for solving this example, Mr.
What about this example?
Yes.
1.5.
Again, decimal. It's okay.
3 over 4.
Excellent. 1.5, a decimal form again, to
3 over 4.
3 over 4. Yes. We have a decimal number and a fraction number. Yes. We have two different ways, again, to solve this type of problems. Yes. We have 1.5, a decimal number, but we have 3 over 4, a fraction number. We can convert 1.5, excellent, very good, to p, to p 3 over 4. We can rewrite 1.5 to p 1 and 1 over 2, excellent. 3 over 4 stay as it is. 1 times 2 plus 1 to p improper fraction, excellent. 1 times 2 plus equals 2 plus 1, 3 over 2. 3 over 2 to 3 over 4, just cross multiply. The first way, just make a cross multiply between them. 3 times 4, 12. 2 times 3, 6. Just divide by what we have now, 12 to 6. We can write it from the beginning, 12 to 6. Just divide by 6 to get 2 to 1. The first way we can use it for solving this example. But we have another way. The first way, we convert the decimal form to be a fractional form. But we can make the opposite operation. We have again 1.5 to 3 over 4. We can rewrite this fraction. We can convert the fraction to be a decimal form. Excellent. 3 over 4. Excellent. 3 over 4. 1.5 to 0.75. 3 over 4 multiply. It's a famous fraction, 0.75. We have now two decimal numbers by the same way. One of them the decimal point after 1 digit, and the other decimal point after 2 digits. We have to add, yes, 0 to be equal the decimal point after 2 digits, the decimal point after 2 digits, yes. Excellent. We have to multiply them by what? By 100. to cancel the decimal point as we said before. Yes, the result will be 150 to 75. We can divide by 5 to get 30 to 15. We can divide by 15, yes, to get 2 to 1. Yes, note we have the same result. We have the same result. Whatever the way we can use, we have to get the same result. Yes, the first way, we get 2 to 1. The second way, we get the same result 2 to 1.
Can we have more difficult ideas like this one? It says the area of a rectangle is 32 centimeters square.
The area of a rectangle?
The area of a rectangle is 32 centimeters square.
Excellent.
If its width is 4 centimeters,
width
calculate
4 centimeters, yeah.
Calculate its length.
Length,
and we have other requirements actually.
Yes.
The ratio between the width and the length.
Excellent.
And another one, the ratio between the length and the perimeter.
Yeah.
And the ratio between the width and the
perimeter.
This is it.
Yes.
The perimeter.
The perimeter, yeah.
Yeah.
Excellent. It's a very important story problem. It's a very important idea. We have a rectangle of area 32 centimeters square, and we have its width equals what? Equals 4 centimeters, but we didn't have, we don't have that length. How we can find the length? First question, Mr. Yasser, we have to ask ourselves a very important question. What is the rule? How we can find the area of a rectangle? The area of a rectangle, زي ما عبد الرحمن قال من شوية في بداية الحلقة، length by width. هو سمعني دلوقتي لأنه شاطر جدا وعجبني. Length by width. Area of a rectangle, we have to multiply length by width. Yeah. We have the area 32 centimeters square and the width, but we don't have the length. How we can find the length? Excellent. We have to divide the area by the width. Area equals length by width. We have the area 32 centimeters square and we have the width. We can easily find the length. Excellent. The first step, my dear students, we have to find the length. The length equals what? Area divide width. Area divide width. Area 32 divide width 4. You can use your calculator to get the result. 32 divided 4 equals 8 centimeters. Now we have the length. It's very important, the first step. It's very important to get the length. We have the area 32 centimeters square and we have the width of the rectangle, and we know a very important rule to get the area. Area equals length by width. Yes, area equals length by width. Area of what? Area of a rectangle. We have the area of a rectangle, length by width, yes. 32, we have 32, the area of a rectangle, and we have the length, the width of the rectangle. How we can find the length? Yes, so easy. Just divide the area of a rectangle by the width. The area 32, the width 4. 32 divided 4, the result will be 8. We have now the area, the length, and the width. The second step, my dear students, excellent. We have to calculate the perimeter of rectangle. Very good. أكيد عبد الرحمن سامعني؟ إزاي عبد الرحمن بيجيب البريمتر؟ excellent. أكيد هو بيجاوب دلوقتي. Perimeter of rectangle, length plus width times 2. Again, length plus width times 2. It's a very important rule. لازم يا جماعة الرولز بتاعت الاريا of rectangle, perimeter of rectangle, area of a square, perimeter of a square ديت very important rules لازم نكون عارفينها كويس قوي، لأن في مسائل كتير جدا بتتكلم عن الفكرة دي. طيب الفيرست ستيب عندنا جبنا اللينث 8 سنتيمتر وعندنا الويدث 4 سنتيمتر. It's so easy now to get what? To get the perimeter. Length plus width times 2. Just length plus width times 2. We have a very important rule. We have the length 8 plus the width 4, yes, times 2. you can use your calculator to get the result. The result equals what? 4, 8 plus 4 equals 12. 12 times 2 equals 24 centimeter. Yes, it's so easy to get the perimeter. We have now the length of the rectangle, and by using the rule length plus width times 2, we get the perimeter. So it's so easy now to get the ratio between length to width. Yeah, 8 to 4. Divide by 4, 2 to 1. The second required length to, yeah, we have a call.
Yeah, we've got a call. حبيبة من اسكندرية. أهلا حبيبة.
السلام عليكم.
عليكم السلام، ازيك عاملة ايه؟
الحمد لله. حبيبة مع حضرتك.
يا حبيبة انت
معانا يا حبيبة دايما؟
ان شاء الله.
انت
طيب
سامعانا؟
عندك أسئلة؟
كنت عايزة اسأل بس عن الريت، عايزة اكزامبل على الريت.
على الريت.
على الريت. طيب انت خليكي معايا يا حبيبة. يعني طب انت عارفة يعني ايه ريت؟
يعني معدل.
It's okay. طب rate, what is the difference between the rate and the ratio?
rate بعمل divide اليونت.
جميل. احنا قلنا ratio comparing between two quantities from the same type and the same unit. طب والريت بقى comparing between
different units.
هو ده اللي انا عايزه. برافو عليك يا حبيبة، شاطرة. يبقى الريت ابلكيشن على الريشيو بس.
انا بس كنت عايزة اعرف امتى بعمل divide between units، الفيرست ولا السكند؟ بتلخبط فيهم.
بصي بقى، برافو عليكي، حلو قوي الحته دي. حبيبه بتقول ساعات يا مستر ياسر جيب لي مساله ريت. ايه ريت مثلا؟ يعني فور اكزامبل الريت الاول احنا قلنا الريت comparing between two different units. الريشيو كانت يا حبيبه كانت comparing between two quantities from the same type and the same unit. لكن الريت، طيب حبيبه انت من اسكندريه صح؟ طيب المسافه ما بين اسكندريه والقاهره حوالي عن 180 صح؟ 180 كيلو ماشي؟ طيب لو خدناها في 3 ساعات هو ده الريت. تقولي الله، المسافه من القاهره لاسكندريه 180 كيلو. طب انا ركبت عربيتي ورحت رايح اسكندريه عشان ازور حبيبه فاخدت 3 ساعات. تقولي طب كويس قوي، يا ترى انا الريت بتاعي كان ايه؟
الريت بتاعي
هقسم كيلومتر
على الهاور.
equals what? 180 divide 3 hours. It's okay. 180 divide 3 equals 60. 60 ايه بقى؟ كيلومتر بير اور. تمام؟ يبقى لازم اعرف ان الريت بتاعي كان 60 كيلومتر بير اور. طب افرض انا عكست. It's okay يا حبيبه؟
اوكي.
اليونت هي اللي هتتغير. اليونت اللي هي اللي هتتغير، بدل ما اقول كيلومترز بير اور هقول اور بير كيلومترز، وهيبقى ليها معنى تاني. تمام؟ يعني ممكن العربيه مثلا يعني كل اوكي
طيب عشان بس وقت حلقتنا بشكرك يا حبيبه. هي كده وصلت لها المعلومه.
هي وصلت لها المعلومه طبعا. حبيبه شاطره طبعا بتسال في الريت، واحنا ممكن في الحلقات
الجايه نزود اكتر في موضوع الريت. لكن هل حضرتك بس كمل المساله الاخيره ولا كده خلاص؟
اللي هي
بسرعه بس عشان
بالظبط. اوكي قبل سؤال حبيبه كان عندنا اوكي خلاص. عندنا دلوقتي اللينث والويتس الريشيو ما بينهم 2 to 1. عندي اللينث تو البريمتر. انا عندي البريمتر اصلا احنا جبناه كان 24، يبقى اللينث كان عندي 8 والبريمتر كان 24. just divide by 8 to get 1 2 3. اخر حاجه عندي كانت الويدث تو البريمتر. تمام؟ الويدث كان عندي 4 والبريمتر كان عندي 24. يبقى divide 4 بس just one step يبقى 1 2 6. Excellent.
All right. I'd like to thank you very much, Mr. Ahmed Salah, for being with us and for your great effort. Thank you very much. So that brings us to the end of this episode, dear students of the 6th elementary grade. كنا معاكم و the first lesson of your math book, the ratio. وده معادكم كل يوم من 5 ل 6. تابعونا كل يوم في شرح لأحد المواد المقررة عليكم. بكرة إن شاء الله معادكم مع مادة اللغة الإنجليزية في نفس التوقيت من 5 حتى 6. يا رب تكونوا مستفيدين من حلقاتنا، وأي أسئلة عندكم حضروها وتابعونا عشان تسألونا على الهواء مباشرة. بشكركم and until we meet you again, wish you all the best. Goodbye.